Oh yes, the regulators come out. They say Bitcoin and Ethereum is too big to fail, so that's why it's getting a bailout. Hi, my name is DaVinci Jeremy. I'm in the pipe 5x5, staying alive here in Dubai. How you doing out there? Wow, been a crazy weekend. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin pumping, Ethereum pumping, what's going on. It reversed. Whoa, how did this happen? It was supposed to go a lot lower. We're going to be talking about that and more in today's episode, and how to trade it, how to best navigate this. And if you're interested in buying or trading Bitcoin and Ethereum, you can do so at okx.davincij15.com or bybit.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. Whoo-wee, man, we all were like nervous over the weekend with SBV failing, the Silicon Valley Bank, and it was so big, right? You have to understand, this was a big bank. It was the second largest bank failure. And so in order to prevent Bitcoin from dropping further, the regulators and the government, the Biden administration, with the what's it called, the plunge protection team. If you don't know what that is, right? It's the president's working group on markets. It's a team, right? That's including the Federal Reserve chairman, and yeah, they basically make sure that the markets don't collapse completely. Obviously, manipulating it one way or another. They had to come in strong to save this bank, but not just because it was the second biggest bank, right? But because of the contracts, which I told you, right? Most banks shouldn't fail because they can create contracts that allow them to be like systemic. And one of the systemic things they did was very simple. They didn't go very complicated, right? So, Silicon Valley Bank signed exclusive banking deals with some of its clients, leaving them unable to diversify, meaning that they couldn't open up a bank account somewhere else if they were running a business and starting up or doing a startup. So the startup had to oh, well, I have to leave all my money there. And so that is why they failed, right? Silicon Valley Bank had exclusive clauses with some of its clients, limiting their ability to tap banking services from other institutions, SEC filing shows. The contracts which made it impossible for clients to safely diversify where they kept their money, varied in language and scope. Now, they actually had 50% of all, this bank had 50% of all the different startups, and so this was a big problem also because they're lending money to these startups and so forth. This is also created the problems that they had, and wow, and so they're coming to the rescue to bail these guys out because hey, this is going to be a big event if they did not. And so obviously, probably the CEO will get a raise. He'll continue to have his job, and because you can't. He has to have money to put gas in his private jet, right? Can't let him go out like that, right? This because that was a brilliant move on the CEO report to make sure that hey, everybody's going to get a bailout by making sure that nobody can leave the bank. Oh boy, this is why we want crypto, right? Because there's no such thing as a contract where you can, oh, you're locked into Bitcoin, you're locked into Ethereum. No, you get to choose which asset you're going to use for your savings. And this is actually money. So that's the huge difference. And you don't have to worry about banks in the future. Oh, I'm looking forward to the end of banks because, man, this is nonsense. So, with that said, Bitcoin and USDC stablecoin rally after US intervenes on an SBV. They finally come in. They're saying, okay, well, we're going to ensure all depositors, most everybody, will be able to withdraw their money as of Monday. New York Times. So yeah, you're good to go with the bank because they're just gonna print a bunch of money and cover your savings, cover probably all the employees at the SVV and so forth. So hey, that's the program. Everybody's too big to fail. All the banks are too big to fail, right? And you too small to bail. So well, long as you could, I guess that's why. You know what? You can still keep your money in the bank, but at the same time, you know what? That is going. This is a recipe for disaster. For the US dollar. So keep that in mind. Now, this is recovered. That means that, hey, you know what? Most of these stable coins will continue to do well. I'm a little shocked that DAI. I found out that DAI has backed itself up with a stable coin that's external stable coin because that's a big problem. They should have remained a complete what's it called algorithmic stable coin so that you can ensure that your stablecoin will not break the peg, but well because of legislation or some other issue like such as a bank failure. So that's too bad. But anyways, that's the way the ball bounces. So let's move on to this charts, right? Because you want to see what's going on with the price action. What does this all mean? Okay, well, this is some critical piece of information here. I'm going to zoom in on this. I'm going to first remove this green box, right? Because this is the buying box. This is the buying area for you. If you're interested in buying Bitcoin, as long as you're buying in this area, that's where you should to maintain your buying. But we'll talk about that later on. So look at this candle. Now that we've closed the week, we closed the week with a hammer candle. This is a bullish hammer candle, bouncing off of some moving averages here. The purple one is, I believe, a 20 period moving average on the Bollinger Band. And yes, and wow, this is huge. This is a bullish indicator. Now, I've told you guys that we're breaking, once we broke above the 25K and made a new, broke above the previous high, that was an indication that we're going a lot higher. We're heading to the 30K. But it was like, okay, I guess first we got to test down here. And I assumed that we were going to test just above this area. And it didn't quite make it. We only went to 19.5. I thought the 18K-ish area would be the most likely. And let's find out why that's not the case, why we didn't actually make it there. And I realized that after, because I was expecting it to 61.8, at least coming to look at that, and probably looking at just above this level here at the 0.7, but it didn't do that. Why is that? Well, if you move this particular fib to this this bottom here, which is the beginning of the first W, right? This Wing action here, this caused this. Well, actually, it's not the beginning of this W, but it's actually the other side of the W. You can see that 61.8 is exactly where this thing reversed if you were to take this level here. So, which is the 1622 level is where we're marking the first point of the fib, and for the reversal, so this is the 1 level and this is the 0 level from the top. And this is a Fibonacci reversal pattern, and you can see, boom, 61.8 bounce, and here we are. This is also, you can see that if we go down to the lower time frames, you can see that it respected the what's it called, all the support levels that I've drawn for a while here, and it broke through, it came back, retested, broke through, we came back, retested. So these are now these green ones, which I didn't even get the chance to turn to red. Right, for resistance, they didn't impose much resistance. They just pumped right through a little bit here, but yeah, and it rechecked it, and now we're off the races. Now we could possibly come and recheck this resistance a few times before we actually continue higher. But definitely we are in a positive mode here with Bitcoin, and it's going to continue. I think I really believe that we're going to continue here because we came and bloomed through the 13 EMA and this is a fast failed move because it's a fast move in an opposite direction. Most likely we're going to continue higher and break through some of these other resistance levels as we go. It's going to be a little bit difficult this week, but this looks very bullish. As this candle, this will confirm a lot higher, and we're going to see this thing. Once we confirm, we need a body, of course, this weekly body above this this other body on the hammer to confirm that this is bullish, and I really believe that that's going to occur in a very short time. We've reversed the trend heavy, and Bitcoin is looking to go a lot higher. We're going to head over to 28K to 30K in the next little while. So pretty good. All right, guys, I'm going to be at AIBC today. I'm going to be going to the award ceremony. Hopefully I can win the awards. I know I didn't push you guys to vote on this one, but if you're interested, maybe you can still vote. But if you check out the website, probably by the time you see this will not be the show will start. But hey, if you're going to be at the AIBC event all this week, I am going to be speaking. And I hope to see you there, and make sure that stop me, take some pictures, and post them on Instagram. I might give some people some award prizes. Okay, let's head over to Ethereum. Ethereum was like clockwork. Oh, hit the 13 all its targets absolutely perfect. You can see this was a target. This AB equals CD was the same target. The 61.8 was a target. That was just beautiful reversal. Boom. And easy one to see and to take as a trade. And you can see it just reversed heavy. Now you can see that, remember, I was pointing out that it was between these 2 points that if we broke down, we were breaking further down. If we broke below the 1548, we're breaking further down, and I did say that, hey, this was the first target of Ethereum's bottom, and you know what? It came just above the Wing point, and just like I was expecting on Bitcoin, but it exactly happened on Ethereum. Amazing, absolutely amazing. And we went above. Now we're completely above the 2 points, the resistance and support points. This is the resistance and this was the support, and we're above the 1588 which was a support, and and now that we're above that, we're going to be taking off. Now looking at the shorter time frames, I will expect a little bit of consolidation before we start to break higher, but most likely sometime in the next 3 or 4 hours, Ethereum might break a lot higher, a lot faster than most people think. And this is the next resistance level is at 1726 that we can easily get up to really fast. So look out for that either today or tomorrow. Okay, guys, well, that's it for today. Make sure that if you're interested in trading, you head over to bybit.davincij15.com or okx.davincij15.com. Links are in the description below. Thank you for watching. Thanks for being here, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.